Hi, how y'all doing? Today is Friday, the 14th? I'm not sure. The 15th of November 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were cloud covered again. I was supposed to see some sun, according to their app, but it didn't appear. I think the high was 6. So, that's the weather, mothership. But all these YouTubers, not all these YouTubers, some YouTubers that I watch are all saying that, how do you say that? Contact has been made. The Pleiadians are here, listening and watching everybody, and are willing to talk to you if you want to, kind of thing, right? And the Pleiadians, there's a whole bunch. That's a big topic because it covers a lot of planets. The Pleiades, right? So which Pleiadians? You know? So, yeah. But it is what it is, and we're having to deal with this in our reality because it's part of the program for us, right? I'm not 100% sure what to make of it. It could go either way for me. I really don't care anymore, right? If they're here, and as long as they're benevolent, okay, we can talk. But if they're malevolent, no, well, I don't consent to anything, and I won't comply. Better just eat me and get it over with, right? That's just how I feel. I said to my son last night, I hope if there's an alien and they're malevolent, right, they're going to eat us. So they're giants, so I'm down in one gulp, right? And he was like, yeah, it was just a weird conversation. Today he was sitting here and we were talking, and he's doing online schooling, right? Algebra or whatever. It's math that you have to learn to be a person, security for the internet, to catch hackers and stuff like this. And he was saying on how sometimes his mind just shuts down and refuses to learn easy stuff, like the math. He knows it, right? But his mind just shuts down and won't let him concentrate on it. And I'm not sure what to think because he got the job, right? But I said to him, he tells me what he did, and I said, okay, so you need to ground yourself. I said, do the deep breathing I taught you, because I've taught my children their whole life. In through the nose, hold it for 4, let it out. He says, and when I said that, there was a bird started yelling outside, making noise, right? I said, see that? Nature's telling you, yeah, that's what you do. And he goes, yeah, I know. I heard it, right? And I said, that's how the universe speaks to us, through nature or through loud noises when you're having a conversation. And they're disturbing noises, right? Like they make you hear them. And he said, yeah, I agree. So I thought that was different, right? He is growing. It is consciousness. Consciously, anyway. So, yeah. And the Schuman today, I see a thing, so I'm not sure, okay? But it was like Schuman at 10, Q1, and then 34 or something like that, right? Because I follow it on Facebook too. And there was a comment, so I checked out the comment, and it was a woman saying, why are you using the old measurement? It's not 10, it's 100. She says, you're using this form, and she said it's megahertz or something that you should be using. So I'm not sure, but as my title, I'll put down 10 until we can figure it out better, or unless you know, and then you put it in my comments and learn me something, right? That's another thing. You know why teachers couldn't get through or can't teach me? Weren't able to teach me? Because there's only one sign in the zodiac that can teach a Taurus. Do you know what that sign is? Scorpio. And I have 3 children that are Scorpios, right? That's why my youngest son can teach me. So I thought that was interesting, right? That would help with school, with children that wanted to learn. You get them the right zodiac sign to teach them, right? Because I'm sure if there's probably other signs that have problems doing, things or whatever. It's not so easy, not a problem really, but not everybody can get through to them. So find the sign that will get through to them, kind of thing, right? Made sense to me. But of course, that's not the way the realms run, because it's read to make devils, not smart people, and not to make it easier. So yeah, something to consider. All right. You want to find out who can teach you? Put down your sign and see, right? Like who could teach you? Who's the best? What's the best sign? Zodiac sign to teach cancer? Stuff like that, right? Just for an example. So yeah, last night, yesterday, such an icky day for me. Today's worse actually, right? A lot of pressure in the rise. I had to lay back down at 9:30, and then I laid there for an hour, and my eyes closed, and I was quite happy just laying there. And all of a sudden, my foot cramped up. Well, last night, don't you know? I went to bed, I fell asleep. As soon as my son shut off his light and went to bed, my foot cramped up and woke me up, and I was like, oh man, it was like for, I don't know, going on an hour, I was dealing with it, right? It happened again in the middle of the night, and then when I got up, that's why I got up, because my foot started cramping at 6. And then I realized, I noticed that there was another earthquake last night at a 6.6. So I'm thinking that is because I'm sensitive. I'm feeling the earth, what she's going through, right? So, yeah. Not sure how to deal with that. Stay grounded, right? Stay grounded. And that's what I've been working on. I hope it doesn't happen again tonight. It makes it so hard. I've been exhausted every night at 9 o'clock. I go to bed at 9 now. I used to go to bed at 11. But I'm just so exhausted, right? Well, we've talked about this. My soul doesn't want to tolerate the lies anymore. And plus, I believe, I can't remember who said, if it was Mark Kishan Christopher or if it was Rod Hayes, maybe it was both of them, that the ozone layer is moving down, is coming down, right? So it's pushing the oxygen or whatever, the ether, right? And maybe that's why we're so exhausted. Because our DNA is changing, remember? We're going from carbon-based to crystalline, right? So maybe that's the kind of conditions we need to live in to get rid of the parasites, right? Because I believe that when Earth was started, there was no parasites. We got infected with them, the invaders, right? And she got infected. It's just the way I feel about it. It doesn't seem natural to me. So yeah. Have you seen any UFOs lately? Every once in a while I look outside and I'll see a bright flash. And it makes me look again and say, did I just see that? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I've seen ships before. So, I don't know. Could be. Who's to say? Too fast to get a video of, though. So yeah, if I see one and I can get a video of it, I will share it. Right? As long as I'm not too mesmerized by it. I will do my best to video it. I think we're going to see a lot more of that stuff because of the Congress or doing their hearing the other day, right? And now the news has gotten a hold of it and all this, right? So if the news says it, if you see it on the news, you know how I feel about that, right? They're programming you with something. That's a lie. Or not all of it. But they're not telling you the whole truth, right? They're putting their opinion into it. So, it's hard to say, isn't it? But seeing it on a screen that won't convince me, right? I'll have to see it with my own eyes outside and not no hologram project blue beam. All right? There's ways to tell. So yeah, especially if you go and touch it or throw a rock at it, something like that, right? Yep. All right. I just not really paying attention to much that's on the news. They're, doing stuff about Trudeau, all this people, whistleblowers from the Liberals and the MPs and all this, right? Trying to get him fired or whatever. But like he's already been Gitmo'd. Got to get the actor out of there though, right? And then everything Trump's doing, right? But you see that J.D. Vance person? He comes from a corrupt background. I'm not sure if they changed him for an alien or not, but of course they did, right? They had to, because we've already won, so they've gotten them all out. Even I watched Rod Hayes was on Black Magic today, and he said that because Magic asked him about, what he thought about it, and he says, I don't even think that those people were really there, right? And that's what I was thinking too, or they're aliens, because of the barcode on the bottom, right? Kept on flashing up. And remember I said the hand was fuzzy. And my son, who's learning about this stuff, said that AI has a real hard time with fingers and hands. It fuzzes them out, makes them flat, add an extra finger, shit like that, right? So I was like, yeah, I think he's got something, right? I don't think they're there either. I think that was AI. That's why all the buff, the interference and everything, that's supposed to be on a high definition recording, right? On the lives. So I imagine they hide it on the once this recorded and posted, right? Just thinking, you know. Hmm. So what's going to happen next? The banks and what was the other thing? More UFO disclosure, but they're not going to tell us everything because they're being forced to and they don't really want to. And I was thinking that's even more reason why I think they're aliens. They have to tell on themselves and they don't want to, right? Because they want to hold on to a little bit more power. But yeah, whatever ones are up there showing themselves to people with the bright lights are the ones that want to be seen. Those are the good guys. They're not allowing them to stay in power much more longer, and they have to disclose who they are, what they've been doing, right? That's the way I looked at it when they were all talking about it at the hearing. They're giving out some information, but not all of it. And they, make the excuse that they're not allowed to, right? All these fake AI program. But hey, it is what it is. We have to wait. We have to wait. Full moon happened at 4:27 here in Canada today. I know the pressure was feeling was whatever energy is being pumped through it, right? So ship anyway. Frequency, whatever. So yeah, I hope I sleep tonight. I hope you all sleep tonight and we all have a good night's sleep. I was thinking, with them bringing down the ozone layer and squishing out everything, right, to make us change, maybe that's when the reset will happen because they put us all to sleep, right? Isn't that what they say? We'll wake up in the rise and it'll be totally different. We'll forget a bunch of stuff that the bad guys were even here and all of their symbolism and everything will be gone. Just thinking, right? All right. My youngest son, went out to his girlfriend's this weekend. My oldest son's downstairs eating his dinner. He was going to come up to sit with me, and I said, don't come up. I'm making a video. He goes, oh, okay. I said, I'll call you when I'm done. Right? So, yeah. He's going through a rough time. But that's how breakups are, right? I can be a little bit nicer to him. I'm being a bit hard on him. My youngest son brought it out to me today, and I was like, yeah, that's just who I am. I'm blunt, right? It's just like, get over it. It's the past, move on, but it's not that easy, is it? It is for me. Because when we're done, we're done. I'm not thinking about you anymore. I'm going the other direction. Forward. Right? That's how I deal with shit. So, yeah. Alright. I hope we all sleep well tonight. I love you all's consciousness. I should have said the Schuman yesterday was 20. Enjoy your night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.